you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Yeah. Well, give me all you got, don't hold back. Yeah. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Yeah. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down. Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon. Actually, it's always noontime for all my Facebook fans, my LinkedIn fans. This is Ellsworth William. I am your CEO update. We always have once every Monday at 12 o'clock. It's CEO update, and this one here is going to be for the 11th of July. I like playing that because, you know, we get so much negativity. We need some positivity to come into our life. It's always good to start off Monday with a positivity, get some positivity in your life. But until then, intro. Good afternoon for all out there have taken the time. Just a little food. I know it's lunchtime, get some food, get some grub on, and listen to my CEO update. We'll do about 10 minutes. But guess what? This one's gonna be a little different because I'm gonna have a co-star, Tiffany. Hey Tiffany, how you doing? Tiffany will be co-star with me. Say hello to everybody out there.
Hello.
Yes. So, we have a lot of things going on, as we know, Tiffany. We got a lot of stuff going on at VCV. We try to continue to impact not just the veteran, but the family as well. And for the next segment, we're going to talk about what we've been doing for the Military Sexual Trauma Conference that Tiffany will be part of as well. Let me talk about the conference real quick. So here it is, 26th, 27th of August. Please share this because this will impact the veteran and the family as well. It's about being about it, right? It's about not just talking about it, but being about it. And that's important because we also have to be part of our rescue, right? A lot of people sit there and they'll complain, whatever like that, and hey, this is not happening, this is not happening. We need to be part of the rescue. So I'm asking people out there to share and register for this event on the 26th, 27th August here in Tampa at USF Tampa. And we're going to have so much stuff. We're going to have panels on families, military sexual trauma and families, military sexual trauma and the advocates, social determinants. This is going to be something that you're not going to have not seen in other MST conferences because we care. And that's the main thing. We care. But let me sit there and go over our past guests that we had on here, and we'll just talk about it real quick. Last week we had attorney Rebecca Deming. She'll be on our panel for the claims, benefits, and legal part. And she can talk about, this particular panel here is you bring your questions, because she'll have the answers. 90 minutes of just questions and answers. So get ready to find out any question and concern you may have. Rebecca and also Dwayne will be the ones that also answer these questions. And tomorrow, Wednesday, we're going to have Gina Garcia. Gina Garcia is a Navy veteran. She's already created a movie that's on Amazon, telling your story. So Gina is going to be on that. You'll see her on Wednesday. Very compelling story and also guest. She'll be also on the panel as well. She'll be on the military sexual trauma survivor panel. And so listen to on that. That'll be on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock because sometimes the content may be too mature, and we don't want anybody to get upset that the kids may watch it. So that's what's coming on. That's what's coming up for our thing here. I want to, Tiffany. Tiffany's been with VCV for a long while, at least 2 or 3 years. Panelist, and she will be a panelist for the MST conference, but she's also working with Veterans Council of Veterans as well. So Tiffany, just say hideout. Say anything you want to say to the people out there.
Again, my name is Tiffany. Yes, I have. I've been with VCV for probably about three years now. maybe a little longer. It was prior to COVID. Attended my first conference in person prior to COVID at Lake Mary. And that was actually the first time I spoke and told my story. Since then, I have become more comfortable telling my story of what happened to me as a soldier in the military, and a soldier that suffers from PTSD and MST as well. I'm glad to be here, and I'm hoping that everybody attends the conference in August, to in person, and be able to listen to not only my story but also other stories, and then for all the veterans and current military members, all the different resources that will also bring it to the conference.
One thing about Tiffany, I want everybody to be aware of is that there's MST survivors. I think Lisa, and we'll talk about Lisa. We had a conversation with Lisa last week. Some are very, very functional. So people look at, well, how can you're suffering from this and that? You're just doing a lot of things. Tiffany is doing a lot of things. She's about being about it. Entrepreneur, got to open her own restaurant up there in Lake Wales. And she's helping a lot of people in local areas. So she's what we call those functional. So I want to make sure that Tiffany's identity is not MST. Okay, she is more than that. She's an African American woman. She's a veteran. She's an entrepreneur. So it's a lot more than that. That's why I'm glad to have her on. So that's one of the things. And then when you have somebody it becomes more personal. We need to make this stuff personal because it's not just a statistic. Tiffany is a human being. She got 2 children. She's working. She's struggling. She's doing all kinds of stuff. We got to make sure we get that across when we have this conference. One thing I do want to bring up is that when with Tiffany, not too long ago, Tiffany and I, we actually had a conversation with Colonel Lisa Freyman. Colonel Lisa Freyman, I tell you what, she's been almost 30 years in the Air Force, made the rank of colonel, which is incredible. She's an advocate for Latinas. She's an advocate for women veterans of color. She's also a big-time advocate for MST advocates. And so she was great to have her on. We talked about it. We're going to have her back on, part of this broadcast because to see all the things she's doing. She's nice enough to sit there and say she's going to donate 8 or 9 of her books to our conference, and we're going to make sure that the first 8 that sign up after that. Unfortunately, if you guys already signed up, they'll get a copy of that book. So Tiffany, what are some of your takeaways you had when we had a conversation with Colonel Freyman?
One of the I think the biggest takeaways was that not only did she focus on herself within the book, but also other veterans, including veterans that did not want to be identified or whatnot, and just them being able to share their story of what happened to them. Some reported, some not reported. I am one that is not reported, so I feel a kind of connection with anybody else who didn't report. And I think the book itself is a great story to read about. Because then more people, not only veterans, but civilian personnel and others will be able to read and really kind of have an understanding of what goes on in the military. And it's not just a branch of the Army, it's every branch in the military.
Yeah, I remember one thing Colonel Freyman had a reminder of this happening to all ranks as well. So it's not just a private and the NCO, even though some people may have had experience with private NCO, but it happens to all out the rank as well. And she's a poet as well. So we will make sure we maybe get some people who are into poetry. Sometimes poetry can be a way of coping with the struggles of MST. And family. And of course, Tiffany, you have your daughter and your son, and your daughter just is going to college, right?
Yes, my daughter decided to be an overachiever and go early, so she is. She went ahead and started college this summer already, and she's going for the gold. Undergrad in biotech. She's pre-med student, a minor in business, and once she completes her undergrad, she will go on to medical school.
Wow, see that's that functional stuff that thing go along. We always gotta be careful.
That had nothing to do with me though. That she did all that by herself. I was just here to support.
You're just being modest right now, but the parent has a lot to do with it. And hopefully we wish you great success. One thing we always want to worry about, and you'll see that on our panel for MST and the family, is that when they see stuff that if not, they don't receive counseling, that could pass on generationally. That's something we're very concerned about when it comes to military sexual trauma as well. So we're almost there. We're going to mention it once again. I put it in the chat as well as far as the link for the conference, 26, 27 August. It will be at USF Tampa, actually be the CW Bill Young Hall, or sometimes called Military Joint Leadership Center. And we are encouraging you to attend this. You got to be part of your rescue. You got to be part of your rescue if you want to make this happen. There's a lot of be about it. And Tiffany, I want to show you something here, and you can respond to what came to your mind. This video, I know you've seen it before, but let me show this video and then tell me what your response to when you've seen it.
This morning I posted a fucking TikTok about how fucking unfair it is that I've dedicated my life to the military and the Marine Corps and everything that I've done, and that I was able to see my fucking perpetrator in court, and how much it fucking sucked that he was being forced out of the military, that he would be getting an honorable discharge. Well, not even fucking 10 minutes ago, I just got word that this motherfucker will be getting retained because it went all the way up across the board. Everybody said that they would not retain him. And the fucking head honcho, the fucking CG, with all of the proof and a fucking admission to guilt, decided that they will retain him. And this is exactly why fucking females in the military fucking kill themselves. This is exactly why nobody fucking takes us seriously. Yo, what the fuck?
See that, it's that feeling that people don't really care, and retaliation. Did you experience that retaliation when you were reported? Or did you actually? Did you report it when it happened in the service? See,
no, I didn't report it. I was threatened.
I was going to ask you, what stopped you from reporting it?
No, I was threatened.
So that breaks my heart. That's why we're doing this. Why we're doing this. We want people like her and you and people who experience both male and female sexual trauma. We need to give them help. We need to give them relief. Before we close, we're almost coming to closing time. We're going to sit there and talk about, this is like sharing and caring time, right? Sharing and caring. Sharing is caring. And I tell you, a lot of people out there, liking a button is not the same thing as sharing a button. If you really, really care, share. That's how I tell. If I look at somebody and they're not sharing it, then I don't really care. We just liking it and moving on. We got to share. We don't know what person will impact this life. It doesn't cost them anything. Just take a little finger and push down share. That's what we're going to do here. So Tiffany, please announce who shared for us, update. And if we missed something, please let us know.
Sharing is caring. So I'm going to thank Lakedra Houston first, because she was I think one of the first people that did this video as well. Also, I have not met her in person, but apparently I will be meeting her soon. She's also an advocate, and she's a little bit more aggressive than me when it comes to advocacy on social media. But a big thumbs up to her, not only being a very big advocate, but also a survivor as well. Also want to have to thank God, because without him, I wouldn't still be here kicking and doing the things that I'm able to do and the things that I love. And I want to thank all the people who for years told me that I should just go ahead and talk about it. And Tony being the first person to give me that chance to speak to others about myself and being around others that were like me. So thank you, Tony, and thank you, Veteran Counseling Veterans, for this opportunity as well. And for all those that are currently watching this, if you want to be a sponsor or make a donation to Veteran Counseling Veterans, you can visit the website that he will be posting. And then also we have a sponsorship packet that I myself can email out, or Tony can email out if you just send me a message and you want to become a sponsor for the event.
Thanks, Tiffany. And I'll just finish up with this list here. Of course, Tiffany, yay, Sharon, Ebony Grinder, Denmark, Von Griggs, She Vets It, Teresa Jones, thanks, Teresa. Jennifer Williams, Jennifer's also a panelist on our show. Lisa Freyman, Colonel Freyman, thanks for sharing. Larry Roberts from American Legion. Michelle Atkins, the Institute for Resiliency, thanks very much. Jonathan Kimbrough, we already mentioned Lakeisha, and finally, Service Women Who Serve, and that's on Facebook. Thank you, Mary, for that. So again, if you want to get your name on that, please start sharing. I also want to thank our sponsors that we should start highlighting. Right now, we got 2 sponsors. One is going to be the American Legion Project Vet Relief. They have a committee for suicide. Thank you for your sponsorship, and also 48. Thank you for your sponsorship. Like Tiffany said, sponsor, donate. That's the way you start getting this thing done. So we continue to do this and provide services for families and veterans who suffer from military sexual trauma. That's it. We went over time a little bit, but thank you for watching this. Our CEO update. Next week on the 18th of July, as we sit there and give you an update, as we sit there and go to the road to our conference. Let me do a quick video. Powering off. This is the ones that's already been part of it. It's a road to the network. You already see Rebecca, Gina, Crystal Rivera, and Rodney Cunningham, who will be part of our schedule for the next couple of weeks. Until then, this is Tony Williams from Veterans Council of Veterans and Tiffany Davis for Veterans Council of Veterans. Until then, outro.